Chapter 4 The Roaring Forties. On the 13th of November, they sailed into fierce winds called the Roaring Forties. The ships were swamped as huge waves crested over them and sails were shredded. Elizabeth was brought up on deck to look after the terrified horses. They were being tossed around in their stalls, battered, bruised, and continually drenched. "Easy, girl, easy, boy," Elizabeth yelled above the roar of the wind and the waves. She rubbed the horses' noses and flanks, trying to calm them. Suddenly, a giant wave crashed over the ship. They hung on to the railing with all their strength as they rolled sideways. Elizabeth heard later that a young boy on the foredeck had been washed overboard by the wave. Below decks, Tom's cough grew worse and he became weaker and weaker. Many of the convicts began to suffer from scurvy and dysentery, as the food supplies were ruined in the damp conditions. Then the rations were cut. When the fodder for the horses ran out, Elizabeth had to feed them a mixture of old flour and water. She hated doing it as they ate it reluctantly, and it made some of them sick. Christmas Day came and went, but no one celebrated. On a windy day in mid-January, Elizabeth carried Tom up on deck. He hadn't moved from his bunk for days. She was thinking of the little wooden horse he had given to her so long ago. They seemed to have had nothing but bad luck since she had lost it. Hunger pains gripped her as she fed her last piece of stale bread to Tom. She looked sadly from the boy to the starving horses on the foredeck. "If we don't reach land soon," she thought. A cry rang out from the crow's nest above. "Land! Land ahoy! Off the port bow!" Tom tried to smile, but he was shivering with fear, so Elizabeth held him tightly in her arms. As the seabird circled above, she whispered, "We've made it. Tom, we'll be all right now. We finally made it to the new land." Tom slowly reached into his jacket pocket, then pressed something into Elizabeth's hands. Tears welled in her eyes as she saw it was a good luck charm, a new wooden horse carved from driftwood. Black and bay, dapple and grey, coach and 6 little horses. Hush-a-bye, don't you cry. Go to sleep, little baby. Hush-a-bye, don't you cry. Go to sleep, little baby. When you wake, you'll have cake and all the pretty little horses.